What's up, y'all? This is LB Realist with Surrealistic Studios, Surreal News, where the real is surreal. So go ahead, give me a like, give me a thumbs up if you like this video, share, comment, and subscribe. Love, peace, and life, folks. I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this. The FDA committee gives green light to Johnson & Johnson coronavirus vaccine. And I'll go ahead and read to you. This is from radio.com. And it's short and sweet, and that's how I like it, short and sweet. The FDA's Vaccines and Related Biological Products Advisory Committee has given the green light Friday to the Johnson & Johnson vaccine for emergency use authorization in the fight against the coronavirus. The formal authorization will be this weekend, according to the New York Times, Friday. Shipments of a few million doses could begin as early as Monday. The Johnson & Johnson vaccine, which would be the third vaccine to be offered in the United States, is only one dose, whereas the Moderna and Pfizer vaccines are 2 doses each. The Johnson & Johnson vaccine is considered to be 72% effective in the U.S., according to PBS Story, while both Pfizer and Moderna boast a 90% efficient rate. The Johnson & Johnson vaccine is also easier to store. Doses could begin to go out as early as next week, including in California, where Governor Newsom has said the state could receive about 380,000 doses. More than 68 million vaccine doses have been administered in the United States, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. As of Thursday, the number of doses distributed in the country stands at more than 91 million. A third vaccine is nothing but good news, Anthony Fauci, America's top infectious diseases doctor, told NBC's Today Show early Thursday in a USA Today story. To have 2 is fine. To have 3 is absolutely better. Earlier this week, the Johnson & Johnson vaccine met the requirements for vaccine approval to fight moderate to severe critical cases of the virus. Also on Friday, Canada authorized the use of the AstraZeneca vaccine for adults. And that's the end of the article. Again, this is from radio.com. So here's my thoughts on the matter. Coming from somebody who actually lost somebody to coronavirus. Here's my thing. I don't understand why we have so many different, just like we have variants of the disease, we have so many different variants of the vaccine, and maybe you say, well, doesn't that make sense? Well, it doesn't make sense if the vaccines are supposed to be the same, if they're supposed to do the exact same thing, which is prevent coronavirus, right? Or less, or make it less severe. So there's no guarantee on what is exactly going to do to you or for you. They're saying the Johnson & Johnson vaccine is only 70% effective. I'm sorry, 72% effective, excuse me. And the Moderna and what was the other one? Let me see. What was it? I know you guys just heard me say it and I forgot it. The Moderna and Pfizer vaccines, the 2-dose vaccines, are about 90% effective. So there's no guarantee that you're not going to catch coronavirus. There's no guarantee that the vaccine is actually going to work for you. But here's my biggest issue with these vaccines. We got AstraZeneca, Johnson & Johnson, Moderna, Pfizer. How many other companies are going to make a vaccine? Dr. Fauci says 2 vaccines is good, 3 is absolutely better. So what about 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, how many vaccines do we need? And in any case, furthermore, do they all do the same thing? Do they all have the same ingredients within them? Because if they do, why do we need so many different vaccines? So you mean to tell me, okay, they're not the same thing then. So every company is using different ingredients in these vaccines. That's why some are 90% effective and some are 72% effective in varying degrees, right? So what exactly are they putting in these vaccine shots? And furthermore, everybody's rushing to get these vaccine shots without even knowing what it's going to do to them, without even knowing the consequences. It's like we're all being test dummies, or we're all like the Tuskegee Airmen, how we're being experimented on. It's like they don't know what any of this stuff is going to do. They're just hoping for some good stuff, So I'm not in a rush to take an experimental vaccine that was rushed through just for an election. I'm not in no rush to take a vaccine that these drug companies, these pharmaceutical companies, are pushing down our throats. Why do we need so many of them? You know what I'm saying? Why is it that nobody's being transparent about this? And of course, they're making a bunch of money from this, right? A bunch of money from this. I'm talking millions and millions of dollars from these vaccines. So it only makes sense why they would need so many of them and why every company needs their own vaccine, because every company wants a piece of this. Every company wants to make millions of dollars off the sweat and backs, tears and blood of the citizens. And that's exactly what's happening. So no, I'm not in a rush to take a vaccine. Coming from a person who has lost somebody who has lost somebody, one of the 500 or a 500,000 people that have lost their lives to this stupid ass virus. But just because I lost my grandmother to this virus doesn't mean that I'm going to be rushing to get the vaccine that I know nothing about. I don't know what's in it. I don't know why we need so many of them. And I don't know why they're able to capitalize off the deaths and the suffering of the people. I don't know why. Leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Like I said, like this video, give me a thumbs up, share, and subscribe if you feel as though it's necessary. Love, peace, and light, folks. You know, I'm not trying to tell you not to get the vaccine. If you want to get the vaccine, you can get the vaccine. I'm telling you what my reasoning is for asking more questions before I actually do that. You know, no, right now I don't want to. But, you know, if I was presented with enough evidence, enough transparency, enough science that actually makes logical sense, maybe I would get the vaccine. But all I see is marketing. You know, all I see is greedy companies trying to make more money off people that are suffering. Millions of dollars. They're boasting about how many millions of dollars they're going to make from these vaccines. Now we have all these different strains and variants of the disease. So now we're going to need all these other different vaccines to counteract or to combat these different variants of the coronavirus. When does it ever stop, is my point. Leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Until next time, folks, I'm out.